Insights and inspiration from ordinary people having extraordinary impact.
Welcome to Professional Insights with Priya. Our guest today is Svetana Kanwar, a dancer. Okay, Svetana, tell us a little bit about unconventional career like dance.
I started dancing and I loved how I felt every time I was in class. It just made me happy. It made me very, very happy. After 4 times a week, I was asked whether I want to do probation. I was just like, I think this is what I want to do now.
So what does dance mean to you, Svetana?
For me, dance is like a relationship. It's something that is now synonymous with me and my life. It's just something that makes me feel whole.
Makes you feel whole. Yes. I love that. What inspires you to dance?
A lot of people inspire me to dance. I watch a lot of dancers overseas. Two of my current favorites are Jojo Gomez and Brian Friedman and Audrey Case. It's daily inspiration where you see somebody, you see something, you watch something and you're just like, okay, let's do this. This is exciting.
How fun. So, can you walk us through your journey as a dancer till date?
See, I've always believed how you are is how you dance. But the one thing is I was not talented, I was very hardworking. And there were a lot of times where I almost gave up. But touch wood, I had very, very supportive mentors who really helped me out.
I believe you set up a professional crew for yourself and it's called the
BOM SQUAD.
Wow, I love the name. So tell us a little bit about BOM SQUAD and how is it doing and what do you plan to do with it?
See, I specialize in jazz. I have learnt ballet, contemporary, funk as well, but I don't teach those forms. I dance them, I don't teach them because I haven't studied it enough to be able to teach is what I feel.
Right.
But jazz is something I know, like I really know. It actually, I put together the crew for a reality show.
Okay, okay.
But I went there and I realized reality is a very different game. So we kept the BOM SQUAD even after whatever we got eliminated.
Right.
We were like, okay, let's not follow what everybody is doing.
Right.
Let's create something based on our own strengths. What are our strengths? We're women with different personalities. We're trained. We're performers. We do a very different form. I think it's the youngsters who connect to it more, the people who are connected through the net. That is why we do a lot of stuff on digital media. Where we have our own YouTube channel which Touchwood is doing really well and growing now. Hip hop and Bollywood is not the only dance form.
Right.
I love these two forms personally, but there is more to dance than just that. There's much more to it. We do a lot of commercial work and then in between somewhere we will drop little artistic work, little technique work. So people see, acha, that's when they realize, okay, this is also good stuff because they're doing it.
Svetana, how do you see yourself 10 years from now as a dancer in this country?
I see myself teaching. I want to open my own academy, more like a BOM SQUAD academy, an academy which focuses on training dancers because I think training somewhere down the line has lost its importance. Because I think because of social media, people get popular very soon, which is why they think they've arrived. You have to realize the importance of training. You cannot think you're just because you have more followers than somebody who's trained for 15 years, who's trained, who's worked so hard, who's had the experience, just because you probably have a little more followers than them. For us, I think social media is like a resume.
Right.
I may not be as popular as a lot of people out there, but I'm okay with it because my work is out there and there are people who actually, like all the events that BOM SQUAD has got, I've got a call saying, we watched your video. You can be a teacher, you can teach in schools, you can have your own academy. I travel to teach, I'm invited by other schools to different cities sometimes. So that is happening. You can be a dancer, which is also something I do. I audition I get calls to be, say, in a music video, in an ad, mostly digital. Then there is a totally different industry, which is the Bollywood industry. They can be assistant choreographers, then choreographers. They can choreograph for movies, for songs. Nowadays in movies, a lot of times different songs have different choreographers. Then there's reality. You become a choreographer in reality. And there's this social media aspect which is just come up and which is what we're doing, is where you create a YouTube channel and you become a social media influencer and people pay you to promote their products on your page or their brands on your page. So I think dance has come a long way. Right. It's got a lot of scope.
So what is a typical day in the life of Svetana?
when we shoot our YouTube videos, we generally do it at night.
Okay.
Or sometimes if we are at a shoot, obviously we finish late, or sometimes we go out,
Right,
so
of
we
course.
finish late.
Yes.
Or a lot of times, like if you're recording so if I have to record a video for, if I'm promoting a brand, I have to record a video, I have to do something, I'm generally doing that till really late. I either have a class to attend or I have training, so I do that. Then I finish off my meetings, I'm on social media, I post. There's a particular time that I have to post.
Okay.
I have to promote both my page, personal page, and the Bomb Squad. Or then I wake up in the morning and I have to go for a shoot, which is 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So
Right.
that's the entire day goes there. So it's either this or it's this.
Right. How has dance evolved over the ages, and how do you feel it is evolving here in India, especially?
Hip hop and contemporary are, hip hop especially is one form which is huge right now. Contemporary too is really growing. It's getting there. I know some gorgeous dancers who can easily stand next to some of the dancers in LA, New York. Yeah, jazz as a form needs to really needs to right now come up, which I think it will. It will. It's not too far, it will come up, but training I think is something that is necessary. People are forgetting to train. Like even when I
Just looking at something and just copying and just starting
correct
off.
correct
Right, right.
which is what will happen is they may be able to do great things, they may be able to do great tricks, but today if I look at a couple dancing who may be doing amazing lifts and twists and twirls in the air, and you're just like, wow. But when I put So You Think You Can Dance, America, or I put a duet, a padida from probably Alvin Ailey in America, and I compare the two, that you will automatically see a huge difference in quality. I feel if these guys have this training,
Right.
they can be better than this.
Right. What is your advice you'd like to give to youngsters?
Firstly, if you want to be a dancer, it is extremely important to train in the particular form that you want to. Training is essential. I will always say this. You have to really work very hard. You have to be creative with what you do. You have to not copy, but I think do what you are good at, be true to yourself and enhance that. There will be like a million times where you will want to give up, and I think that's the most important thing, that every time you feel like giving up, don't. Take guidance. Guidance is important because these are people who've been there, done that. They can really help you out.
You know, it's interesting you say this, because as a coach, I have worked with so many diverse kinds of individuals, you know, where you sort of not guiding them, but you're sort of asking them to discover their own potential,
Correct.
right? So that's what coaching does. It
Absolutely.
talks to you and says that, hey, tell me, what do you think you can do?
Correct.
Like, so I found that, I think this, in the entire, you know, talk with you, that whole thing of you saying that you feel so whole and you want to go and, you know, reach out to the strengths that you have.
Correct.
And what is awesome for you, or what is perfect that you did right, and, you know, what you feel that you can do best is bring out to the world.
Right.
So do you feel that you've needed a coach at some stage?
I've actually, I think coaches and mentors are very, very necessary. And I don't think it's important to have just one mentor. I've had some great mentors, Ashley, Jason, Sakshi, Safia. So everybody at some point of time has taught me a lot. I really look up to mom as well.
So tell me a little bit about the Bomb Squad girls. I believe there's something unique about them.
Girl power completely. We have like a huge variety of ages.
Right.
We have 17, we have 21, we have 25, we have 26, we have 28.
Yours.
So we have like this generation gap. So our conversations are generally like this. I'm trying to understand what they're trying to say. And then I generally, like, if we're chilling at Arya's, if you're rehearsing at Arya's house, Arya's the youngest one. So I'm usually chilling with her mom.
With a mom. Well, thank you so much, Svetana. It was lovely to have you.